I told shorty if she talking nice, and she gon' call her friends up and we did. Whoa, I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys like boys that knock off your lid.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. And Tom Savage's Texans going up against Cutler's Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's... down at the 21-yard line. The first down throw coming. Savage. Caught. It's Ellington. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
To throw is Moore on 1st and 10. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Moore. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Moore throwing on 4th down. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. So that didn't bother you too much last time? No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Well, that play was doomed right from the start. They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter. No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. More now on third down. Going deep here for Still. And got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Now Moore to throw on second down. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's third and short. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner? Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Moore from the gun on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now a handoff as they run left side, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Texans defense stands tall. Now the former 1,000-yard man for the Dolphins, Lamar Miller, looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw on second down is Savage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Savage from the 50. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Savage. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again throwing. It's Savage. Right side caught Fedorowicz. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Savage from a shotgun snap. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 1st and 10, Savage. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Moore. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Cameron Wake. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He was looking there for Bruce Ellington. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw, Savage. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And guess what? That incompletion gives me a chance to ask you who your MVP is in the NFL right now. Who are you going with?
Well, there's so many different choices, right? Tom Brady's a perennial, and you can never go wrong with him, and he's still rallying New England.
He's got too many trophies. Give me somebody else.
Look at you. You can't sing him for that. But listen, to me it comes down to Carson Wentz in Philadelphia having an extraordinary second season, and what Alex Smith is doing in Kansas City cannot be overestimated right now. And I'm going to go with Alex Smith because head-to-head, his Kansas City Chiefs beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
And that's true. If the Eagles, though, 8-1 right now, should be interesting to watch the rest of the way.
Sounds like you're making a case for Carson Wentz.
I am. Now Moore. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
And now a first down following that long gain. To throw is Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Moore. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Dolphins have a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Second down, 8. Moore operating from the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Touchdown, Houston! Bruce Ellington, 54 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And out come the Dolphins now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lamar Houston from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Moore now, throwing on first down. Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw. Moore. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DJ Reader. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Moore looking to throw on second down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jarvis Landry, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He finds an opening past the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Savage now on second. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Ndamukong Suh in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. Whoosh. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And now here's a carry heading left. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. More now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds Stills. Complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First and goal here from the 9. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Andre Branch in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Here we go.
Now it's Savage. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Savage. That's caught. Fedorowicz. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Savage now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now out comes Houston. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Moore on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the interception, here's Savage. It's complete to Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Texans are going to win the football.